but an invitation to find a posture, whether standing or sitting, that works well for you. And so tuning into the body as we find it here. So perhaps noticing feet on the floor, noticing the position of the knees, the pelvis. And if we're standing, we can maybe just allow the tailbone to drop a millimeter or two toward the floor. If we're seated, we can ensure that we're equally balanced across the sit bones. And regardless, we can just allow the crown of the head to float up a touch, like there's a string attached and pulling the crown of the head toward the ceiling, very gently. And we can notice the position of the shoulders, maybe just roll them forward, roll them back, and allow them to settle in a neutral position. We can notice where the arms are, just allowing them to hang naturally at the sides. Feeling the body as it stands. And then setting our intention to anchor our attention in the sensation of the body through movement. So there's no need for the body to look any particular way or for us to be in any particular position, but just intending to feel the body as it is now through movement. So with that in mind, perhaps allowing the hands to begin to rise up toward the sides of the body, raising the arms, and just inviting to see how far they would like to go up today. 60% effort. No need to push ourselves too far. And so allowing the arms to arrive at their utmost limit just for now, gently touching the edge of a range of motion. And feeling the difference of the sensation of the arms in this posture. Feeling the muscles that hold the arms up. Noticing how the hands feel. Noticing the shift of the clothing. And when you're ready, allowing the arms to come back down to the sides. Tuning into the process. The joint moving, the muscles moving. And then allowing the arms to rest by the sides again. And getting curious, what does it feel like now, having done this one simple movement? Or is anything different? Is anything the same? Kindling curiosity and welcoming whatever we find. And when we feel ready, perhaps allowing the arms to come up overhead again. So just allowing them to gently raise, and with a microscope, watching every sensation. And then allowing the arms to come back down. And so perhaps one or two at your own pace, listening to your own cue. Maybe breathing in as the arms rise, and out as the arms come down. And allowing them to come down. And again, tuning into the body as we come back to stillness. What's here now? Maybe allowing the hands to come to the waist. And inviting in a twist. So perhaps starting by moving chin to shoulder on one side, and then moving the shoulders to face the same direction And then if it feels okay, also pivoting the hips in that direction. So twisting all the way from the ankles, through the knees, the hips, the shoulders, the neck, and looking over the one shoulder. And so tuning into how the body feels here. Where do we feel the twist? How do the feet feel? How does the breath feel? And then allowing your twist to unfurl and heading back around to the other side. The neck, the shoulders, the hips. And so, what is here to be felt? Does it feel the same on this side or different? And so, just tuning into whatever we feel. 60% effort. No need to break any records with our twist. And when we're ready, coming back to center. Allowing the hands to fall to the side. And just refreshing our posture. So noticing the feet, the knees, the pelvis, the shoulders, the head. And just feeling the body as it is right now. And when you're ready, perhaps allowing one arm to come up overhead, if that feels available for you now. And then, if you're standing, leaning the weight onto the same leg as the raised arm. And so stretching up with the arm as we press down into the floor with the heel on the same side. Stretching the whole side of the body. And if we're sitting, we can just anchor down into the sit bones on the same side as the arm that's reaching up. And so feeling the stretch in the side of the body. Just gently approaching the edge of our range of motion. And when you're ready, allowing the arms to switch sides. And again, gently exploring the edge of the range of motion for today, leaning the weight onto the same side as the lifted arm. And stretching. And allowing this arm to come down. And again, just checking in. How does the body feel now? And if we would like, we can take a forward fold. So perhaps hinging at the hips. At first, keeping the back straight and bringing the hands to the thighs or the kneecaps or the shins. And if we're seated, we can come to the edge of the chair, straighten the legs out, and tip the chest down toward the legs. And if we feel ready when standing, we can fold the upper body down toward the feet, allowing the hands to fall toward the floor. And just noticing if any judgments come up, if there's any should entering the mind about how the body is or feels. And as best we can, just setting that aside and tuning into the sensation of the stretch, the back of the legs, and the back of the body. And a reminder to proceed gently with 60% effort, respecting our limits. When we're ready, we can stand back up, gently unfurling the spine. and finding a neutral position for the spine again. And so checking in head to toe. What is here to be felt? When you're ready, if it feels okay, perhaps bringing the arms up overhead, and then perhaps bending the knees and sitting your bottom back if you're standing. And if you're on a chair, you can just bring your bottom to the edge of the chair, lift the arms up and lean forward a little bit. And so, supporting the weight of the body, feeling the pull of gravity, feeling the work of the muscles as the body is supported. And so what does 60% effort look like here? Is it bending the knees a little more or a little less? Is it straightening the back a little bit? Is it straightening the elbows a little bit? And what parts of the body can we relax in this posture? Maybe the face, the jaw, the hands. And when we're ready, standing back up. Tuning in and feeling the effects of these movements. And if we would like, we can explore balance. So, knowing that at any point in time we can touch a wall or a chair to help steady ourselves, perhaps inviting, just leaning the weight onto one foot. And if we'd like, we can just gently lift the other foot off the ground. We can spread the arms out to help support the balance. And then, we can tip, lift that other leg off the ground. And again, with a microscope, watching the body balance. Seeing how the body manages this. And exploring, where's our 60% effort here? Is it tipping a little bit more? Is it looking up toward the ceiling? Just gently exploring your edge. When you're ready, coming back down. Finding your balance on 2 feet. Perhaps opening to the ease with which balance can be found here. And when you're ready, shifting to the other leg. Allowing the arms to rise to support the balance. And if it feels okay, lifting the other leg off the ground. Balancing once more. And so, curious about how this feels now. And again, just gently inquiring, where can I release as I hold this? Can the face relax? Can the shoulders relax? And when you're ready, coming back. And again, finding our center of gravity as we stand on 2 feet. And so now, taking stock of the body as we find it now. And maybe gently inquiring, are there any stretches that the body wants before we close this practice? And on your own, responding to that. Taking whatever stretch feels right for you right now. When you're ready, coming back to neutral. Reminding ourselves that any movement can be yogified when we choose to tune in on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. So as we close this practice, an invitation to bring that same mindful attention to the next movement and the next.